I will be talking about AMD, AVGO, SMCI, and NVDA very quickly. Here with AMD looks very good. 170 breaks. I think 174, 180 are something that are the targets that you want to look for on NVIDIA, on AMD, and 200 is another possible target on AMD this year. So keep an eye out for that. 170 break, you want to be long on AMD to the upside. Next one is AVGO. We kind of broke down on AVGO. This was the trend line that broke down on Thursday, and then there was a lot of weakness falling off towards that 323, 1300. We almost came down to 1300. But then the end of the day, we had that nice buying that happened, and it bounced back. Why I kind of like AVGO right now, like I was talking about, if you someone was asking me, like, what do you like, AVGO or NVIDIA? I was saying yes, I do like AVGO because they did not report earnings yet, and then when you look at the weekly chart, you zoom out, right? Like this was a triple inside candle, right? Like it kind of broke out. It broke out, hit new all-time highs again, and then you can say this is a double top, blah blah blah, but then it created inside candle and went right back down. And when it did go right back down, what it essentially did is retested this trend line that it broke out of, right? So and it did not close under. If it did close under, I would be a little bit more bearish towards going back towards 1200 for AVGO, but it did not do that. So I'll wait for another week and see what AVGO does. But for now, I like AVGO a little bit more because it is retesting that breakout trend line, which can be played to the upside for a potential all-time highs again. So keep an eye out for that on AVGO on the daily time frame. If 1300 breaks, 1200 is your next target. Like you have the 1270, and then you have 1230 and 1200. But anyway, there is possibility of a 100-point drawdown from 1300. But then if we do see if that's just a trend line retest, I think we'll see all-time highs again on AVGO. So keep an eye out for that one here. Next one is SMCI. This one is something that people have been asking, if do you want to go long? Is this a good spot to go long? Me personally, I don't like SMCI. A couple of reasons here. One is it made a lower high and then it's trying to break down, right? Like this is the trend line that I see on the daily. I'll zoom out onto the weekly also and show you why I kind of don't like it. It's trying to make a peekaboo to the downside, right? Like you see this thing, it's trying to break down to the downside. So 750 and then 665. I do think there's quite a bit of drop there, and 665 is something that I would be more interested in SMCI than going after something here. If you really want to go long SMCI, probably sell some 600 puts a couple of weeks out, and they'll be inflated like hell, right? So you can probably eat up most of those premiums as well. So that's what I would do if you want to go long. But I don't like that it's trying to break down here. When you look at the weekly time frame, this was something that I was looking for. On the weekly time frame, you see this breakdown here as well. So when both my time frames are kind of telling you, like there is a possibility of a breakdown that's happening on the stock, I don't really like going long. I'll wait it out, see if it kind of bases, or if it breaks this upper trend line. We have another trend line on the top as well. If it kind of breaks that upper trend line, that's when I'll be a little bit more bullish or aggressive on SMCI. I do think this is the time to be a little bit more defensive on SMCI going into next few weeks here on the stock. Last but not the least, I'll talk about NVDA and wrap the call up. I don't have levels here, but we have a split coming up. So after the split, I'll be drawing those levels back again, because the whole chart kind of resets again. When I say resets, the levels get lost on Trend Spider, and I'll have to draw all of these levels again. So any kind of dip under 1000 or 100 on NVIDIA that comes up, we will probably see 955 again, 950, 955 again on NVIDIA before it kind of runs back higher. So this is very usual for NVIDIA, like you see this thing. So this was something that I was talking about earlier last year also. It bases for quite some time, breaks out, does that little bit of a dip, and then it breaks out again. The same thing happened here where we had that nice consolidation and broke out, has a dip. I probably think there will be a dip all the way to 1000 again, and then it will rip right back up. I can go back even further, right? Like see this again, nice consolidation for some time, and then it rips. There will be a little bit of a dip before there will be a dip, and then it rips right back up. So I think that's the phase that we are in on NVIDIA, where there will be a dip towards 1000 after it split, and then we'll rip right back up. This is not a stock that you want to short, right? Like there's so many companies out there that are absolute garbage. I mean, if you miss the move, you miss the move. I mean, it really doesn't matter. You'll find another opportunity. Just don't be that person who wants to short a stock that is extremely strong and has been performing extremely well. The stock can remain strong for however long it wants to be. And yeah, people talk about, oh, you know what, this is just another Tesla. Go look at the Tesla chart once and see how many years it was so strong before this kind of drawdown that it's seeing, right? Look at this, like 2019 to 2022, it was absolutely ripping, right? 3 years. And people talk about, oh, you know what, Tesla is like a garbage company right now. Like, it doesn't matter, right? Like you did not make money when it ran, and you want to short the company. That's not the strategy here. So don't short that don't short NVIDIA. Just let it go. I mean, there's so many other opportunities if you really want to short the market. NVIDIA is not the one. So anyway, I'll wrap up the call with that. I hope the call was informative, and you did learn something or a couple of trade ideas that you really liked. Definitely, if you have any questions, definitely post them out in the Traders Lounge. I'll try to go over those after the call and post as much as I can. But I'll see you pre-market again. Pre-market notes, I'll put them out 30 minutes before the open, and we'll go from there.